Having good skin is not as easy as ABC. Unless you are young or you have good genetics, you know that in the aging process, the skin needs more attention and caring. Our doctors always say that having good skin is just all about having a healthy lifestyle, which entails that we have to have good eating habits, sufficient sleep or rest, good hydration, and of course hygiene. But when people talk about good skin, the first thing that comes to mind, always, conventionally, is skincare product. And today, beautiful people, I'm going to share with you my skincare routine. Follow us on our Instagram account, it's frankalbertyap, and also Facebook, frankalbertyap. Whoever you may be watching, beautiful people, this is Frank Yap. Welcome to our channel where we experience lifestyle, self-care, and everything else in between. This is a response to so many requests and questions that I had been getting since before starting vlogging. Just like so many of you, I have been from one product to another in the past years, trying to not only look for the quality buys, but also to look for products that really suit my skin. I have very sensitive skin. Now, here in the Philippines, we have very conservative skincare routines, but you are all aware, if not most of you, that the Japanese skincare routines or Korean skincare routines are really extensive. First is, of course, cleansing. So you're talking about soaps, cleansers, including oil cleansers. Next, second one, they use toners, definitely, and we are all aware about it. Third step is essence. It's the watery substance that you place or you pack on your skin. You barely use cotton for it. Fourth step, they have ampules. And then fifth step, they have serum. What's the difference between an ampule and a serum? An ampule is just very similar to your serum, except that it's usually higher in concentration. It's usually used to target skin crisis or skin problems. And that usually happens to some. But they are the same. Now, they're doing it for marketing. I mean, if you are the owner of the company, you rather have two different products to sell to people or to customers rather than having two-in-one product. Sixth step, of course, eye cream. Seventh step, you have your moisturizer. And the final step is, of course, protection, and that means sunscreen. Let's go and get started. The way I'll present the products to you will be sequential, meaning it has to be in order according to the steps that we mentioned earlier. The first step is cleansing, and the first product that I have for that, many guys may not be familiar with this, is an oil cleanser, SK2 oil cleanser. Now, many of us are mistaken that our regular facial cleansers can already do all the job when it comes to cleaning. But the thing is, it's not. You need an oil cleanser to break down the buildup of sebum in your skin. So the regular facial cleanser is for the dirt, and your oil cleanser is for your sebum. Now, going to bar soaps, I have two regular products here. I cannot share the brand, sorry for that as yet, because these come from dermatologists. The yellow bar is an anti-acne soap, so of course it's for your pimples or breakouts or blemishes. The transparent bar, this one is a sulfur soap. If you are familiar with Dr. Kaufman or Dr. Wong's zinc oxide or sulfur soap, they are just the same as this. I also have an anti-acne bar soap from Doc Ivy. This one is very mild, that even if it gets into your eyes, it doesn't hurt. So I can use this every day. Going to the facial cleansers, as of the moment, guys, I am using two facial cleansers as prescribed by Doc Ivy. Okay, the first cleanser, and this is a regular for me, is the illuminating cleanser. There. It's illuminating cleanser because after you use it, your skin just glows. It really gives you that effect, and it's very good. It's okay to use it for both day and night. And the second one is the Clarity Cleanser. Clarity Cleanser, guys, this is for my mild acne. The regular go-to products that I have, it's just the same. I have my basic skin cleanser for that, okay? And I also have the cleansing milk from Mastella. Next one, we can never forget it, is our facial scrubs. We need it, guys, regularly. They're good for skin exfoliation and to avoid blackheads and whiteheads. So I have two products for that. The first one is this. The brand of this is just similar to the soaps that I showed you earlier. I cannot share it yet because it comes from a dermatologist, but I use this once to twice per week. An alternative to that is this Cetaphil Daily Exfoliating Cleanser, which is very mild, of course, because it's Cetaphil, so you can use it every day. Now on to step 2, and that is toning up the skin. So we're talking about toner. I also want to share with you that I discovered this Galactomyces alcohol-free toner from CosRx. So perhaps many of you know this. This only costs 500 to 600 per bottle, and you don't need cotton for this because it's in a spray bottle. Now let's go to step 3, and that is essence. So it's no longer new to you that I am an SK2 lover, and the most popular brand or product of SK2 is of course their facial treatment essence. It's frosted bottle and it has the SK2 there. To those of you who are not familiar yet with essence, this is the liquid or the watery substance that you apply on your face. You just pat it, okay, and you let the skin absorb it. Now what makes SK2 very popular, by the way, they are the ones who pioneered this type of product, and a lot of companies did some dupe or imitation or competition to this product because this is very popular. This is what they call the magical water. It's a little pricey. This one is 230 ml and this costs 10,000 to 11,000 per bottle. And have starter kits available in the market. This really is being absorbed by the skin so well. Literally, the skin drinks it. And you can really feel it as you apply it. Let's say on the second time around that you apply on the face, you feel that the skin is becoming more plump. And as the day goes by, you see the instantaneous effect of this product. This is really marvelous. Okay, I rave for this product and I can just live with this alone. If what you want is a more affordable version or brand, I have it for you. This is your Secret Key Starting Treatment Essence. Here. I'm also using this, guys. I use this alongside SK2 Facial Treatment Essence. So I apply this first and then after SK2. Now this costs 950 to 1,100 or 1,200 per bottle, and this is 150 ml. Now let's go to step 4, and that is ampules. Maybe some of you have not heard of that term. Here in the Philippines, it's not very common. I know about that. But in Japan and in Korea, they have it in the past years. Now, it's the more concentrated form of a serum, and I have only used Ampule twice. And I'm going to share with you a brand that I truly trust. This is the Abnormal Beauty Company. They call it the Ordinary. Here, packed with vitamin C. So it's very similar to a serum, but it's highly concentrated in vitamin C, so makes the skin glowing. However, when you use any product with vitamin C component, you become hypersensitive to the UV rays. So you need to use sunscreen really, and I'm serious about it. It also has niacinamide and zinc, and it doesn't make you oily to those with oily type of skin like mine, and it's also minimizing the pore size. So it's good. This only costs, I think, 800 to 900 per ampule. Let's go to step 5, and that is of course your serum. A very famous doctor in the Philippines is not a fan of moisturizer. So I'm also sharing that with you guys. But if you think you need it, if let's say you stay in an air-conditioned environment and it can dry up your skin, then you can use moisturizers. Serums will also be good. But always remember that your ampule and your serum will always come first before your moisturizer. Next step, eye cream. Right now, I shared this also on my last vlog. Only using one product for my eyes, and that is your Cetaphil Hydrating Eye Cream Serum. And if you notice, beautiful people, my eye bags area, you know, the dark circles have really faded away. This is very effective. Of course, I am not discrediting the supplements and the other treatments that I am undergoing and using, but this really helped a lot. And mind you, celebrities like Sarah Labati, she's a big fan of Cetaphil products. She only uses plain products of the brand. Eye cream comes first before your moisturizer. The seventh step, the one that we're very familiar with, and that is moisturizer. So there are many moisturizers out there, guys. All you have to do is just to look for the brand that's perfect for your skin. My dermatologist always tells me that. As long as you're okay with the brand and it doesn't cause irritation and you see that it's effective, then go for it. So I have here a small jar of SK2 RNA Power. I have been using this for years now. I used to have a big jar of this. I just finished it a few months ago. The big jar of this 80 grams costs 8,500 pesos. You can buy this from 1,000 to 1,200 pesos. So it's a little pricey. Just to apply very thin on the face. And then that's using another SK2 moisturizer right now. This is your Illumination Deep Surge X, and this is in a white jar. The jar is very luxurious. It's ceramic. Now, the reason I'm using this is it's good for people with oily skin or acne-prone skin. Why? Because if you open the jar, I'll show it to you. It looks like cream, but the texture is like gel. So it applies very thin on the face. It's very light because this one doesn't make me oily. So I use this at daytime and then I use this one at nighttime. Alright, now this is 50 grams and this costs 7,000 pesos. It's a little more pricey than the red one. So this is the cream that they use when you undergo some treatments at the clinic. That's why this is a luxurious cream. Now, I am not supposed to share with you the price point of this, but I think I already did it on one of my Instagram posts because somebody asked me and I replied to it. This costs 8,000 pesos. Now, is it expensive? For me, it's very expensive because this is only 30 grams. So I'm gonna open the jar so you can see it. It appears big, but if you take a look inside the jar, okay, like, you know, okay, so that area there has not been touched. That's just like half of the jar. It's 30 grams and it's 8,000 pesos. But asking about the effect, oh, it's magnificent. As in when you use this the night before, the following morning when you wake up, it's like you're a brand new person. Your skin, your face feels different. It has that glowing effect as though you applied your mask, your facial mask. So I rave for this. You talk about moisturizer. I also have this plain rich night cream moisturizer by Cetaphil. Also have the moisturizing cream, but this one I use for daytime. So daytime, nighttime. But please take note, they don't have sunscreen, so you have to use a separate sunscreen. There are many other brands in the market that you can try that are more affordable, like Olay, or let us say Celatec, or Neutrogena. Down to the last step, people, and we're talking about sunscreen protection. Many of us, especially the guys, do skip that last step. And I'm also guilty about it. But my dermatologist, guys, always tells me that no matter how much I care for my skin, how much moisturizer and toner I have to put on my face, if I am not protecting it from the harmful UV rays, then everything is useless. Because the UV rays is the #1 enemy of your skin that really causes serious skin damage and aging. And when we talk about sunscreen, there's only one brand in the market that I have always trusted. Of course, aside from the Cetaphil one, I featured this as well on my last vlog. This is your SPF 50 sunscreen. You can put this on your face and neck and it's very safe. It's also good for the kids. Now, you can also try Biore. The one that I would use before was the SPF 50 that's in the blue plastic tube. That's very effective, and it also doesn't make you oily. Right now, the one that I'm using is again from my dermatologist, the same brand as the soaps and the facial scrub that I showed you guys. It's this. It's a sunscreen gel. Did you know that you have to apply sunscreen at least 30 minutes before you get exposed? And you have to reapply it after 3 to 4 hours so that it will be effective. Another tip for everyone. Did you know that luxury brands like SK2 or La Mer or this IV1 cream that I have will always dispense their products with spatulas? So here. This is from the IV1 cream. It's a golden spatula and you use it to scoop your moisturizer. Now, this tells us, guys, that you should never dip your finger in your moisturizer jar because at times it can shorten the lifespan of the product, meaning it can spoil it. Don't have a spatula? Then you have other alternatives like plastic spoon, as long as you don't dip your finger in the jar because again, it can spoil the product. Now, how about you buddies? What are your skincare regimen or steps? Please do share them in the comments down below. I would love to learn from you as well and also get tips. I am very certain that most of you have already been keeping to your regimen, so please share good practices. Taking care of our skin is very important. To those of you who are very young, then good. But let me tell you one thing, it's way better to start taking care of your skin early, in your early 20s, rather than starting late and the damage has already been done. We're not encouraging you to spend more than your budget. You always have to remember that you have the option as to which brand you can try. But I do encourage you to always look for quality products, at least within your income level. Whatever it is that works for your skin, as long as it's effective and doesn't cause irritation, should be good for you. If you enjoyed watching, please like and share. Please support this channel by subscribing and hitting that notification bell so that you will get updates from us weekly. Thank you very much, people, for staying with me today. You stay safe, you stay beautiful, and keep living your life. Until the next time.